Hey, what's good, YouTube? This is Ra again. I'm gonna make this video really short. This is just gonna encourage y'all to subscribe to my page, leave comments, and share whatever is whether you share it through a comment or you share it with somebody else. I'm gonna keep making videos like this, whether they be short or kind of like lectures or just small talks. Going into detail about no matter where you're at in your spiritual journey. You could, have just woken up. You can be in the middle, barely gone through the dark night of the soul, not gone through that yet, or you can be like me. I'm about 13 years in to this journey. So I'm going to be describing different uh, characteristics and traits along that path. I'm going to be discussing roadblocks, speed limits. The police are going to be behind you sometimes. So I'm going to be discussing things like that and talking about everything from ancient spirituality to sexuality to extraterrestrials to life on other planets to the origin of our spirits to semen retention, no fat. I'm going to be talking about a plethora of things. So no matter where you're at in your spiritual journey, you're going to be able to relate to my page. I guarantee it. A lot of my knowledge, most of my knowledge has been directly, for us that are woke, we can call it divine intervention, because if you know how to meditate and you're doing everything, not everything right, but if you're doing everything, yeah, if you're doing everything right, if you're meditating, you're eating right, you're treating people right, and you have the right intentions with everything you do, you know how to breathe and all that, and you can look within and you're going to hear that voice of the Almighty Spirit because you are that. So that's where most of my knowledge and everything comes from on the spirituality subject. But I also listen to lectures, different musicians. I've done a lot of research. I've read books. Dreams can be interpreted. You can go all down the line, but I never turn down an ear to food for thought, but most importantly, food that's going to feed the spirit. If I'm going to digest anything, I need some soul with my food, period. If it ain't got no soul, then I ain't messing with it, period. But yeah, I know, no matter the age range or whatever, you're going to be able to relate to some of the knowledge, some of the lectures and things, some of the short videos that I'm going to be talking about. It's going to be using language and vocabulary that not many people are familiar with. I'm not going to say not many, but for people that aren't really inclined to that type of language, you know. And for other videos, I'm just going to be talking like this, you know, straight up. Not to dumb it down. There's no such thing dumbing it down with me. If I consider anything dumbing anything down, that's people that aren't woke, people that are agents within this matrix, people that operate in the fourth density that don't know how to live in their higher selves. To me, that's what's dumbing the planet down, along with these entities that are pulling the strings. And for the people that are puppets under those strings without even knowing, they're the ones dumbing everything down, not us. So what I'm going to be discussing is things to uplift my people. Who are my people? Sun people. Period. Point blank. People with spirits. So no matter where you're at in your spiritual journey, I'm going to be discussing everything from agents in this matrix to false prophets to people that pretend to be within this spiritual community, this conscious community. They're agents as well. They're going to be feeding you right information, but misleading you with it, misdirecting you with it, just like the Bible and other books. So I'm going to be discussing every single topic you can imagine. That's why I encourage you to subscribe and leave comments on what you would want me to talk about. I guarantee you can give me any topic you want. Any topic. And I guarantee you I will have something to say about it. I guarantee you I will have knowledge on any subject you give me. So please leave a comment, subscribe to my page, and you can give me ideas, whatever you want to do. Tell me if you don't like something I'm talking about. Period. Like I said, if you don't like what I do, if you don't like what I talk about, if you don't like how I look, you don't got to subscribe to my page. You ain't got to look at me. You ain't even got to talk about me. You ain't got to do nothing. But if you do continue to grow with me, then we can evolve together. And we are all on this spiritual journey together, no matter where you're at. For those of us that are living in the true fifth dimension, we got to continue to elevate. We got to continue to rise. We got to continue to learn from our past lives and deal with the karma and everything in this life and do everything we can in order to escape up out of here. Let's help each other, period. Man or woman, gods and goddesses. I'm talking to all y'all. So, like I said, I have a plethora of knowledge on subjects of spirituality. We can go down the line from religions to ancient, spiritual teachings to whatever you want to, whatever you can think of. So please give me ideas. You can go back and watch my other videos that I have on my channel. I barely started making videos not even a year ago. You can tell in my first couple of videos I was a little bit shaky as far as not knowing what to do. Not that, but it's like I had it in me, but it's like, oh, how do I release it in front of this camera? So, but now I'm pretty comfortable. I know what I'm talking about. It's just the fact of me knowing how to deliver it. So I know how to deliver it now, and I'm getting better with that as well. I also make music. I've been writing poetry and things like that for 22 years. Again, I'll come out with a video on my own story, things that I've been through in my life, from divine intervention to things that make me the way I am, to my sexuality, to, I'm gonna make not books, videos about, sexuality, dealing with whether you're with somebody else or whether you're with yourself, how to practice tantric edging and how to maximize your potential with partners and how not to share your energy with just anybody. I made a short video about that, so it's basically a rough draft of what I'm really going to be talking about. And again, words that you hear come out of my mouth, you might hear it from other spiritual YouTubers, you might hear it from other lectures that you've listened to, but again, nobody's gonna deliver it like I do. They got their own way of doing things. Just like musicians, they might be copycats, whatever. I'm not a copycat of anybody. I'm my own person. I'm my own soul. So, if you like my channel, subscribe, share it, leave comments. Tell me you love me. Tell me you don't like me. Whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's, I'm Ra. My real name is Bobby Robert. But I go by Ra. So, like I said, I'm going to be discussing multiple topics. Let's continue elevating. Let's continue rising. Let's continue waking people up. Like I said, we're not in the fifth dimension to go back to the first. We're not in this to do this all over again. We're not in the golden age to get back to the bronze age. We're in the golden age to get to the platinum age. And to go beyond that, to keep elevating. We're not in a specific age to go backwards. No, not this time. We're here to make this go forward, to stop this cycle. That's what we're here for, ultimately. To help escape out of here and to leave the tracks for those that are, for the generation after us. Like I said, this is Genesis unwritten. So we got to do this the right way this time. Again, like I said before, for those of us that are woke, and for our opposition, for those that don't want to see us woke, for those that operate in a frequency where you need something bad, negative to happen for you to breathe, for you to feel good about yourself and your environment, for those that operate in the fourth density, for the string pullers, for the puppets. I feel nothing for you. Nothing. You have no place in where we're going. But for those of us that are really in the fifth dimension, and that goes for the gods and especially the goddesses, because the spirit comes through the woman. For those of us that are really in the fifth dimension, that operate here, that stay here, and I love y'all with a passion that you will never understand. Deep, deep, deep passion. Till next time, this Ra. Peace.